Hey, baddies!
Here
Welcome
we are.
back.
Welcome
This is
back.
episode number 5.
4?
4?
I think it's 4.
I'm starting to lose track. That's how many episodes
I don't
we
even
have
know.
Here. But you'll notice we have a new face here.
Yep.
Welcome, Carter.
Hey guys.
So we do theater with Carter, and so sometime during the first workshop we did, he found our fan page, as many people have at this point. And he secretly stalked us and watched us and saw our
Big fan of
podcast.
us.
Yeah, this podcast, when I'm at work, is my favorite thing to pass time.
Yay.
Thank you.
In the background.
Yeah.
So he just asked to be on an episode about this song. So that's why we waited. That's why we didn't discuss it last weekend. So
we had this very special episode planned. So let's just dive right into it. There are a lot of things to discuss. First off, what do you guys think about the fact that this is Conan's first love song?
I love it.
I'm loving it. Yeah.
I'm loving it too. I feel like writing a love song really brought out a different side of him lyrically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of like Alley Rose in the way that it's descriptive and also really more vulnerable. I feel like we're going to get a lot of vulnerability in the Wishbone era.
Yeah.
It feels like he's really not holding anything back.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very vulnerable. It's so vulnerable. And, like, it's different from Overdrive, because Overdrive is technically a love song, but it's not about a real... Yeah.
It's like
not about a real person. So...
It's like a different vibe.
It's like a like song. It's not a love song, I feel like, you know?
I guess. But it's
like,
not as fantasies
he explicitly
that
says, you know that I love you in this song.
Yeah.
So it's like, the second I heard that, I mean, you guys saw the reaction video, I just screamed, it's a love song? 'Cause I was so shocked. I never thought the day would finally come, especially in this album, right after a huge breakup and stuff. Like, oh my gosh.
No, because I'm like very like sad Conan. That's my vibe. But then,
Yeah.
like, I was like, okay, love song Conan. I'm like intrigued, and I was like not disappointed at all. I'm like loving this song.
Same. I'm so excited for the vibe of this new album. I'm loving it. I think the sailor aesthetic, that whole thing is definitely a little interesting.
No, because
like it's unique, but it's cool.
Yeah, the album cover, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But then the song like totally like
it hit.
for me.
Totally. I know. The vibe of this era is so different and unexpected. I feel like Conan surprises us so much each time an album comes out. Like, he's doing this album way differently, like, with the way that he dropped it and everything. It feels so random, but I love it so much.
I know. I love how he just randomly surprised us, like, with a new album.
And then the set for Gov Ball, if you guys saw it.
Yes.
That
so
was
cool.
insane.
I really hope that's his set for tour. That would be so
Me
sick.
too.
Yeah.
The waves, the
did
tower.
you see the video of him like sneaking behind the like...
Yes,
crate?
I did. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. That was insane, bro. And the fact that he wore the outfit he wore on the album cover, I thought that was so cool. And then the Jolene cover at Gov Ball was also unexpected.
That was unexpected, very interesting.
Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, I love that he's like still trying new things and like
Same.
Like with Found Heaven, like Kid Crow, Super 8, those were both kind of similar albums, but like he tried something new with Found Heaven, like the 80s sound. I thought he wasn't really going to do that again because it wasn't like it wasn't his most popular album.
And I feel like he got that,
did.
and I feel like he beautifully married like the Found Heaven vibe and the Kid Crow vibe to like make the Wishbone vibe, because it's almost like it has that like bit of 80s like synth noise in the background.
It does.
Yeah, and it's so like I think I talked about this before, but it sounds like the moment in a romance movie where the two characters like kiss and the music just swells. Like, it's such a romantic sounding song just with the production and stuff too.
And I almost thought like it was like, because it's like the crazy you might like me too. Yeah.
I love
I thought it was gonna be like, oh dang it, he doesn't like him back.
Yeah.
But then like the music video, it like totally changed how I viewed the song.
I know, and now whenever I hear that part, I just picture the kiss and then it just explodes into this like big love song and stuff too. That was something else that I thought was interesting, is how in the beginning he says, I have a feeling that you love me back, and then the second time he says it, he says, is it dumb believing you might love me too? What do you guys think about that lyric change?
Love it.
I almost, it like makes me scared for the rest of the album. I have a like gut feeling it's gonna be a sad vibe towards the end.
I 100% agree.
I've heard
That's
that a lot.
Yeah.
What I think about the album is that it's gonna be like a story. It's gonna be like a journey, a roller coaster. Because the first song is called Actor, so I feel like it's gonna be like the album starts with him like meeting the person, like falling in love with the person, then like being in love with the person, and then like sort of falling out of love or like breaking up, and then like Because what's the final track called again?
Care.
Care, yeah. Yeah, so that's gonna be a really sad ballad for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's
gonna be a story. And I think it's gonna have lots of transitions. Like, I feel like the first and the last song are both gonna have kind of similar melodies. And so it's gonna be like you could play the album in like a seamless loop and it'll like transition. It's so satisfying.
Those albums are
tickles my eardrums.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that sort of vibe. And I also think that it could be about kind of Conan's relationship with the Ally Rose person, because he said that he's been writing it for 2 years. So originally, like when I heard this song, I totally thought it was about some new person, but then I was like, I feel like he's kind of taking a step back and unpacking everything that happened with his first love.
I agree, because Conan said like it takes him a while to process stuff before he can start writing about it. So like I think he said on Zach Sang, he doesn't like write while stuff is happening or like instantly. He needs a minute to like kind of reflect, like digest what happened, and then he'll write. So I think that's definitely possible.
Yeah.
See, I have a different opinion. I think it's about the person from Heather, not Heather, but like the other person.
Yeah.
Because I think it's almost like this song is almost sort of a prequel to Heather. It's like, Why Would You Ever Kiss Me?
Oh,
and
wait.
Then my vibe was kind of the girl in the music video. Could that be Heather?
Oh, I have heard some people say that, actually. Because it also looks like the Heather we had in Neverending Song.
Yeah.
It's like the same kind of blonde girl situation. Oh, yeah. I could totally see that,
But the thing is, during the Kid Crow era, he hadn't, like, kissed anyone before, and he said he hadn't dated anyone before.
No, he had his first kiss when he was 21.
I could have swore.
So, yeah, what year was
You guys definitely know Conan lore more than me.
We've watched the Zach Sang interviews, like a million times each, and that has, like, all of Conan's life story in it, basically. So, yeah, that would have been, I think, around the Kid Crow era. I literally can't do math right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's like 2019. Yeah, 2019 is when he had his first kiss then.
Really?
Yeah, because that's what he said in
this song could be about that, I guess.
It also could be a stretch, because we know Conan likes to make stuff up for songs.
He does.
He loves to make stuff up.
Yeah, and it was
he doesn't really have relationships to write about.
That was such a roast, bro.
I'm sorry. I love you, Conan.
Gonna get canceled again.
God, why do I love to get canceled on these podcasts?
Why do you? I do like to think of it as a song about the Heather person, though. I like how you brought that up, because I do remember Conan saying that he knew that that person loved him back, and that that person said that they loved him back, but then he just moved away and left that person. So it could be that sort of thing of, like, realizing that they love each other back, but they're just not, like, the other person is toxic. It's hard to say because we don't know names, so, like, it sounds confusing when I'm saying the other person. But
And I've also
the name of the guy in the music video?
Oh, Corey Fogelman.
No, but the, like, character that he gave him.
Oh, Bran.
Yes, Bran.
Yeah. Also, Will and Bran, WB, Wishbone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Totally.
Yeah. Also, I've heard people say that Will and Bran, like, that kind of story could be about, like, the story, you know?
Yeah.
It could be related to
Well,
that.
I feel like the story is connected to Heather, though. I feel like the story boys are Conan and the Heather person. Because I've heard other people say that, too, and I can kind of see that. I feel like Heather, the story, and this song might all be connected.
Did the Heather person ever like Conan?
Yes. Remember? Because Conan said that person said that they loved Conan back, but then Conan moved to LA.
Then you know, like, the lyric verse, I guess. It's like, in the song, at least.
Yeah.
So, like, there has to have been something, at least.
Yeah.
For all the emotions that were behind Heather, like, something has to have happened.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, it was such a huge thing that whole time in his life. It was a big part of it. And I also... sorry, what?
I was just going to say, a lot of good songs came from it.
A lot of good songs did come from it.
Like 3 albums.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I think Miss You, Conan said, was about that Heather person as well. So literally 3 albums, possibly 4 if this song is about that person. And then if you count Sunset Sea, then 5. Oh, yeah, that's sad. But connecting with that idea... Basically, the entirety of Kid Crow is about that Heather person. And Conan specifically released Kid Crow Decomposed right before announcing Wishbone, and he did the whole thing with the highlighting the wishbone of the bird as blue.
Yeah.
So that could also be another Easter egg to the whole Heather love story
Yeah.
situation.
It could be like his... Because a lot of it was if I remember correctly from the Instagram post where he like explained Wishbone, it was like, these are like deep emotions I've had that I wrote about after tour.
Yeah.
So it could just be like, this is his way of wrapping up that storyline.
Yeah. Something I fear about Wishbone, and something a lot of you might hate me for saying, is that I just kind of fear that he maybe... I know Conan always writes songs, like, always. That's just his, like, personal, like, therapy, kind of. But, like... So I just kind of worry that he wasn't really planning on releasing an album, and he was just writing a bunch of songs, and he just wanted to release an album, so then he just kind of put a bunch of songs together quickly and then released it. But like, I don't know, like, this song is amazing, and
that was kind of my fear with like, when he announced Wishbone. I was like, okay, this is like kind of sounds like a pushed out album, but like it almost feels better in my opinion, because it's like, this is like, I have these big emotions and these really like good songs, I need to put this out there.
I agree. I hate to compare him to Taylor Swift, because people always do that, but it almost kind of reminds me of the way that Folklore was released, with Taylor just kind of writing for herself and then randomly releasing it. It's kind of the same thing. That's one of her best
albums.
Yeah. Well...
Whoa.
Sorry.
Controversial.
Okay, I mean, I like
Taylor
Folklore.
Swift,
I love the lyrics, of course. I feel like the production, I don't know. I have beef with Jack Antonoff. I don't love him.
That's fair.
Okay, good. I'm glad we can all agree on that.
Wait, why do you have beef with Jack Antonoff?
His production.
Sabrina Carpenter. But he's amazing with Sabrina Carpenter.
But every single Sabrina Carpenter song sounds the same.
Yeah.
That's true.
But they're all good, even though they sound the same.
Yeah,
they're decent.
They're all something.
Do you have any strong opinions on Manchild?
I listened to it once.
Yeah, we listened to it once. It does sound like Good Luck Babe, like some people said.
The intro
sounds
is
exactly
literally Good
like
Luck
it.
Babe. It's just Good Luck Babe.
Yeah. I'm really glad that Conan has never worked with Jack Antonoff. I think that he always chooses, like, the best producers. I love Dan, like, working with Olivia. I know you're a big Olivia Rodrigo fan, too.
Dan is awesome. And who's the new guy he's working with? Eric something?
Ethan
Gruska.
Wishbone, did he?
Yeah, he did. Because I remember back in November when that Rolling Stone article came out with Dan talking about how he was producing CG4. And everyone kind of went crazy. So I feel like a lot of the rest of the album will be Dan.
Okay, so but this song was produced by Ethan Gruska.
It was.
Oh,
and Ethan, somebody said Ethan Gruska also did Holidays. Those are...
Makes sense. I bet you he produced both of those at like the same time.
Yeah. I guess they're both kind of a... really like instrumental vibe, like with piano and like more classical instruments, I guess, which I like. I feel like Conan does it really well, and nobody else is doing that right now.
Agreed.
So I think that's cool. I'm just glad he always switches up his style, and like, I also agree. I had been kind of scared for CG4 as well, thinking that it would be like kind of a slow album. I thought that it might kind of be more like The Cut That Always Bleeds, since that was blowing up. I thought Conan would kind of try to do the same thing, but I feel like he's still staying true to himself, even though like The Cut That Always Bleeds gave him a lot of fame. He's not just trying to do that same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I love that about him. I love how he writes for him, and like, I don't know, I feel like Wishbone is just gonna be so amazing.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so good. Like,
it's gonna be
this song is so amazing. Are there gonna be any more singles also from Wishbone? Do you think?
I do not know.
What do you think?
I don't know. Well, I wasn't even expecting this song.
Yeah.
This kind of gave like no single album.
Yeah,
then,
like,
that's true.
I could see maybe another single.
Yeah,
I hope so.
But we don't have that much more.
I don't
time,
want too many singles though, because then when we listen to the album, it's just gonna be like a bunch of songs we already knew.
I was like, oh, new song, skip. Already heard this.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I kind of felt that way too. I love when artists do less singles. I know like Billie Eilish did no singles for Hit Me Hard and Soft, right?
Really?
Yeah, I heard that, which I think is really cool because I love to listen to an album all together.
It almost makes it more special.
It does.
It's like you have no idea what you're going into.
Exactly. I love that.
Like listening to Torture Poets Department was like crazy because it was like an hour.
I hated it.
You like that album?
Okay.
I'm low-key a Taylor Swift hater, I'm sorry.
Okay, strong opinions that I don't like.
Yeah.
Sorry, we shouldn't bring up Taylor Swift anymore.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
Just kidding. I do like Taylor Swift.
I think I've already hated on Taylor Swift on this podcast.
They already know.
Swifties are going to come for
They already know.
They are, but yeah. I mean, Torture to Poets Department. Lyrically, it was kind of good. But like,
what do you mean? I left your typewriter at my apartment straight from the Tortured Poets Department. What does that mean?
She was mocking Maddie Healy for being pretentious.
Thank you.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
You don't get it. Don't
Everyone
talk about things you don't
poet,
know.
But Maddie Healy was the torture poet.
He was.
She also talks about some asylum where they raised her, where she grew up rich.
But she also
She
grew
up
up being bullied by the media.
bullied by
well,
the
not
media.
the media. She grew up in the media and being bullied, and people were sexist to her and stuff. So, all right, you're not allowed to talk about Taylor Swift anymore.
On a woman's issues.
Okay. My bad. I'd like to publicly apologize to all of our listeners.
I'm sorry, women.
I'm sorry, women.
Good.
I'm sorry, Taylor Swift, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Swifties.
Because Taylor Swift is totally gonna see this and be offended. Yeah. Let's talk about this song, like, aesthetically, and the visuals of the music video.
I love it. It's like a movie.
Yeah.
It's literally It's directed like a movie. Did Conan direct it himself? Because I know he usually does with his.
I know.
Oh, he didn't.
I forgot who it was, but the director posted. I forgot who it was, but yeah.
It was beautiful.
I know. The aesthetic of it was so good. Yeah. Oh, and also the shirts that they were wearing. That's something else I kind of want to dive into. Because Conan was wearing an old shirt that he thrifted in, like, 2018 or something.
Are you talking about the black and
yellow?
Red one?
It's navy blue and yellow.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, you were talking about the one running through the field.
I have.
No, not that. And then what's his name? Corey was wearing one of Conan's shirts.
Yeah.
Oh. Mm-hmm. That's almost kind of a Heather thing, like me and your shirt.
Wasn't it the shirt that he wore for the Killing Me single cover?
Not the cover of the single, but during a lot of promo of that era, he wore it a lot. It was a Found Heaven era shirt.
Yeah, and another thing about the music video is that I expected it to, like, start out with that little scene that Conan posted of what's with all the wishbones, but that wasn't in the music video at all. So, like, I'm a little curious, like, what was that for? Why did they film that? Like, literally just for promo?
Yeah, I mean, probably. I also just wonder why, like, wishing is such a huge theme in this. Like, what prompted that,
Almost like a what could have been vibe, maybe?
Oh, I actually like that.
Interesting. Yeah. Another thing that kind of makes me to believe that this album is about a new person that he's in love with is because at our concert, at our Q&A, I'm sure a lot of you know, but our question was answered at the Q&A, and we all, like, screamed so loud in a dead silent auditorium. Yes. And Conan was like, oh, I wish I cared about one thing in life that much, like, one thing. And then he was like, maybe I do, with this little hint of deviousness.
He looked up.
So, yeah, he looked up.
Perfect impression of that
feel
moment.
like there may have been some person that he was thinking of, and that may be who the album's about, or at least a few songs in it. But
I know, because he also seems so happy right now.
He does seem so happy, and he's been kissing a lot of people.
Yeah, he's so happy and free and just kissing everyone.
Yeah, he kissed Corey twice in the music video and posted another pic. Like, that one video they posted of Corey and Conan hanging out. Cute. They just seemed like a regular couple. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
I guess they're friends, and they were spotted, like, at a movie theater together, but I guess they're just friends.
Yeah, Conan said they'd been friends for, like, many years, like 10 years or something, so he just thought that would be a good person for the music video. I still cannot imagine asking your friend of, like, 10 years to kiss you twice in a music video and play your lover.
That is crazy.
But whatever floats Conan's boat, I guess,
Whatever floats his wishbone sailor boat.
His wishbone sailor boat. Okay, why the sailor aesthetic? That's another thing to discuss.
Yeah, I'm really
what does it mean?
If that's going to, like, come into play.
I know.
For sure, it's definitely some kind of symbolism. Conan is very calculated, but in a good way. I mean, like,
he's dropping
the Found Heaven logo. It was a drop for the tears, a star for the magic. Yeah. Nothing turned out how you wanted, but you found heaven. So I think it's for sure going to be some kind of symbolism for something. Yeah. And he already explained the wishbones, like, someone always gets the short end of the stick.
I love that.
Like, I love that quote. It's going to be relatable for a lot of people.
No, totally. I'm still just so curious about the sailor aesthetic, though. And the whole Wishbone Sailing Club, I love how he's doing that. Are you in it, Carter?
I need to check my email.
Yeah, because I signed up for the email. I never got anything, but she did.
Did you check your spam?
Yeah.
I have a member ID.
Only some people are getting them.
I might have gotten it, but I don't remember.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I find that interesting as well.
Yeah, like, why are some people getting Wishbone IDs, but I'm not?
I don't know. I did a poll on our story, and 75% of people responded that they got one, and they signed up for it, and 25% responded that they signed up but didn't get one.
Dang, I'm in the bottom quarter that didn't?
Yeah.
Conan.
How? I literally...
Yeah, Conan loves me more than you.
That is so not true.
It's because you've been listening to too much Wallows recently.
Oh... That's true.
Yeah, you can't deny that. We know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, you have been. Let's see what else I had. Oh, yeah. So, there were also some other lyrics that I thought were interesting because of how specific they are, which make me think that it wasn't him embellishing too much, and it was mostly realistic, like brown racer jacket, the Elton John thing, all of that.
It's all too specific.
Well, the brown
to be
racer
made
jacket and the perfume also made me think of Heather.
Yes, because the
true.
lost verse of Heather does mention perfume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like that connection. I am actually going to switch my opinion now that I've heard all your reasons.
So you think it's about Heather, the Heather person?
Yeah, I think it might. I think it's about the Heather person. I feel like there are too many connections to it because, like, when I saw that girl,
it almost feels like a happy version of Heather.
It does.
So I guess could be about the happy side of his interactions with Heather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
I'm
interesting.
so curious to see that side because we only really hear bad songs about it. Like.
I know.
It's like he put so many like sad like he reacted negatively to that whole situation.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's looking back in a positive light.
Yeah.
Yeah, very reflective for sure.
It's so fun to see Conan grow and learn and evolve. He's gotten so mature with his music.
Like with the Gov Ball performance yesterday, like just how different his voice has changed.
So different. He explores like completely different vocal ranges every single album, and I love it so much.
Like he randomly decided he was British with Lonely Dancers and like Parts of Found Heaven. He trying to sound like some mystic.
And it was so
80s.
deep, and now he's just like really high. Is this song in mixed voice since you know more about singing? Because the chorus sounds really mixed to me.
I cannot speak on that.
Okay, got it. Because I just thought it was interesting because it sounded way different.
So
it wasn't
high.
like falsetto, but it wasn't like chest either.
I've tried to sing that song several times. I cannot.
You sound pretty good.
No, I can't. I can't belt that one.
Then it must be mixed.
Yeah.
That was angelic.
Thank you.
Comment down below if you want Desmond to cover it.
I'm not covering it. I'm not covering it. I would cover
him
Bed
to.
Rest. I can't cover this song.
Oh, yeah. Because you already did. Bed Rest? Why did he specifically release that song, and why was there only one Kid Crow vault track? My theory is that he wasn't going to release Kid Crow Decomposed, and then he decided to solely as promo for Wishbone, and none of us knew it.
As promo for Wishbone?
Yeah, so he could do the blue Wishbone thing and change the cover to a bird with its Wishbone.
Yeah. I wish we got more Kid Crow vault songs. They would have been fire.
I know.
Like, we only had one.
And it was really good. But it also, like, actually, our little sister pointed this out, but she was talking about how it doesn't really sound like a song from Kid Crow, and it more sounds different. So I feel like that was almost introducing his new sound. It is, very yours with the whole, like, piano.
Well, I think what he did with that song is he probably, like, reproduced it, like, this year.
Yeah,
or, like, last year.
Almost a hint at
it was probably, like, originally an acoustic song on guitar or something, and, like, with piano, and then he changed it into, like, a bigger thing, probably.
Oh, yeah. Wow. That's so interesting. I'm loving the new sound, though.
Same. It's gorgeous.
It feels like he's really found himself with this.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Totally. I always thought that Found Heaven was the most Conan an era could get, but this honestly might feel even more authentic to him. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And I love how we finally have all three primary colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since Conan loves his primary colors.
When I first heard the little teaser part of this song, that little string instrumental, I pictured the song sounding a lot different than how it actually does.
Me too.
I thought that little instrumental was going to be a way bigger part of the song. And, like, it is a big part of the song, but it's a little overpowered by, like, the synths and other things. But I kind of pictured it to be, like, a more rock ballad, kind of.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's unique.
Yeah. I don't know why.
The vibe I was
I just pictured
not the vibe I was getting.
I don't know why. I heard this one thing in my head. I don't know.
That is so strange. I love that instrumental though. It's like one of my favorite ones Conan's ever put out. Mm-hmm. The bridge is so good, even though it doesn't even have any lyrics.
Yeah.
Was there anything?
When those drums just go, and then.
Yes. God.
Yeah, I listened to nothing but that song for like. First 2 days after it came out.
I still
on
pretty
repeat.
much have.
It's like on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
So on repeat.
Yeah.
It's such a repeatable song.
Yeah.
I think I memorized it within like the first night.
Same. Then recite it for us now.
No, I'm good.
Kidding. I believe you. Is there anything else you guys wanted to cover on this song?
I kind of hit my main beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
Me too.
Well,
Are you fed?
Thank you for listening. Yeah. Thank you for joining us,
you.
Carter.
Thanks for joining us, Carter.
This was beautiful.
And we'll probably have more like guests in the future because we have some other people who are interested.
And let us know your thoughts on this song in the comments down below. And thanks for watching. God bless and goodbye.